Hey everyone, it's your girl, Hey Planner Girl. Hey, welcome back to a new video. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so excited to share with you the back pages of my Law of Attraction planner. It is definitely something that I have decided to commit to, finally using the back pages. So grab a snack and come on back. Alright, so thank you so much for clicking on this video. Like I said, today we're going to be looking at this Law of Attraction planner. It is not about how to use the planner. It is not what is, you know, all inside a monthly, a weekly, da-da-da. That's not what this video is about. This video is going to be sharing with you my back pages. Now, this is my old Law of Attraction planner. Sorry, you guys. I'm like all over the place. This is my old Law of Attraction planner, and it's my first one. And I was going through my passion planners in the past, and I was going to share them, but then I'm like, no, there's still like some personal things in there that I've like recorded as in meeting notes. So I'm going to show you this one. This was my last planner for last year, and I just suck at like doing like just the back pages are just terrible. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the dot grid. I don't know if it's too much space. I don't know what it is. I really have no excuse. I just think I'm not committed to it. So it's this year I decided with my new planner, my new academic planner. It's undated. This is, if you watch the video, you'll know where I got this from. I decided to be committal. I decided to commit to the back, and you guys, I have to say I hope I stick with it. So let's just have a quick disclaimer. A lot of the ideas from the back pages are from Pinterest, Instagram, in like Planner Girls on Instagram, Passion Planner, YouTube videos, and if it is something different, I will definitely let you know. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. So in the back pages of your passion planner, it's pretty much the same in the Law of Attraction planner. You get dot grid, but I think in passion planner they still do grid. And I miss grid. Like, I love grid. I don't know if I had grid, if that would make a difference. But anyways, so come August, at the back of the pages, after the reflection of my month, there's ideas and notes. I decided to use this page, and then after the year reflection, there are a bunch of dot grid pages. I'm not too sure, but last night I was able to write in the index what they are. So like I said, a lot of the credit goes to a lot of creative people online because I needed some ideas. So I'm going to start with all the back pages that I have utilized and what I've done, and I hope it gives you an idea. And if you have a greater idea or any idea, I would love for you to share it with me, because I really want to use the back pages of my planner. How many meeting notes am I really going to take? I don't know, probably none, or a page worth of meeting notes. Definitely not 15 pages of meeting notes. I'm not that, you know, proactive. So let's get started. On the first page, I have a quotes page. It's very small. It's very minimal. I'm sure I'm going to fill up the space, but hey, it's here. As you can see, I have made my own little stickers because why not, right? So there we go. There's a DW from Arthur, and I think it's Rod, or maybe it's Todd from The Simpsons, because I love The Simpsons, but I clearly don't know his name. I really love this quotation. My allowance was raised to $1 gazillion. DW is just mighty with her memes online, and I'm just loving it. So I have some quotes here. This is from a song. I'm pretty sure you'll know the vibe. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. I don't know what got into me to write it like this way. I feel like I could have decoed it a little bit more, had a little bit more images, but you know what? I just wanted to write that down. This quotation, you have survived 100% of your worst days. I have been watching this show on HBO, Phoebe Robinson. I love her podcast. I love her books. When I found out she has a show on HBO, I was so into it. I think it's called Phoebe Robinson does it all. And so she has all these guest hosts, and at the end they share a quotation or some type of mantra that has gotten them through their life. And this one is from Bon Jovi. Wait, is it Bon Jovi? Or is it Kevin Bacon? Oh, I'm not sure. But I really like that one. You have survived 100% of your worst days, right? Think about it. We all have bad days and we're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst day. How am I going to wake up and go back and do what I need to do in front of the same people? Well, guess what? We're all living in shit. So we're surviving. So we have definitely survived 100% of our worst days. This one, I think, was from Elevation Church. I can drive it, but I have to park it. And then you are not it. It's a good sermon. The washi is from my friend Andrea, who, this is like back when, I don't even remember the year, but when this washi tape was super big in America. I live in Canada, and so when she went to visit, I think she stopped off at Joann's, I want to say, I think. And I still have this washi till this day, and I really like it. It's a bunch of planner girls. And then my little manifest page, I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I really liked this a little star picture. Okay, so here we go. A lot of my back pages were inspired by other people, and what I love the most is Passion Planner because they really want people to utilize their planner. I really hope the Law of Attraction Planner, which is created by Freedom Mastery, that they come out with something like that, because I am I'm not productive at all using the back pages. So with the Passion Planner, this was a printable, and I printed it out on sticker paper. 30-day journal challenge. Now, of course, if you don't have sticker paper, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with photocopy paper. And I'm not going to zoom in. It's all for the price of free. If you go to passionplanner.com, you can check it out yourself. I thought it'd be really cool. I haven't actually really read it. I'm probably wanting to maybe start this in September, I would think. I don't know. We'll see how September goes when school starts. The brain dump page is from a website, and I think it's called Mom Envy. I will be back. I'm going to get it for you. Hi friends, yes, it is from momenvy.co, and you can go through her website, and there are a ton of free printables on her website. This is not sponsored. I literally typed it in the Googler, and I wanted to find, like, you know, printables for Passion Planner. I think that's what I wrote, or like bullet journal printables. I think that's what I wrote. And then her website came up, and she just has a ton of different printables that you can use that are, and you can resize them. Like, here's a good one, right? I mean, obviously it's not 2020, but I'm sure you can block out the year and you can fix it up how you would like it. And I thought that was more productive instead of me sitting and drawing and trying to copy stuff. So the brain dump is from there. That's where you're going to dump your brain. And so the next page is, I redid this video. So before, I had this really blocked out red marker up here, and it said YouTube Planner, and I didn't like how it looked at all. I'm probably going to put some letters here or use my label maker and write YouTube Planner, but I just covered it up with some hollow washi duct tape from the dollar store. This is probably my favorite washi at the moment. Anything holographic is pretty much my favorite. So this printable is from Printable for Planners. It is actually a freebie attached to her Shark Week printable, her period printable. And I just like the month boxes, so I thought, let me utilize this and mark down my YouTube content, because I need to be a lot better with managing work and also some of my personal joys. I think that's one thing about working from home. I think I mentioned it in another video, and when I re-listened to myself, I didn't give the real reason. My working from home happened in my planner space, my library space, and so even though I got tons of compliments about like the background and how my room looks or whatever, I didn't want to be in here, and I didn't want to make any YouTube videos, and I didn't want to play with my planner stash, and so that made me neglect a lot of my joy, because I felt like I worked all day, and by the end of the day, I definitely did not want to be in this room. So I want to do this to make myself more accountable. I like to make YouTube videos because it brings me joy. It also helps myself remind myself about the content and the things that I have, and why I love planning so much. And it really does. It helps me remember, oh, wait a second, I remember that sticker book. Where is it? Let's find it. Let's use it. So that's why I have pretty much a YouTube. It's not really to show off. It's more to just kind of, you know, glamorize the items that I own. Okay, next is, this is a little pretentious, I have to say, but we're going there. This is my goals page, my YouTube subscriber page, and my Instagram subscribers. I'm not really into numbers, but it is kind of nice to reach a landmark, I guess I would say. And I just kind of put that there for fun. And some of the borders I got from Pinterest. Okay, I had to kind of washi out some stuff because when I recorded this video last time, I just thought there was a little too many personal things that was showing, not necessarily on this page, but like my husband's dad's last name, who sadly passed away years ago, but I just didn't want to record that. So this printable is from Mother, Me, and I. And it's actually a printable I got when I had my personal wide planner, which, by the way, I feel like I should try and zhuzh that open again and decorate it because I have all these cute little jellies for a personal wide, and I don't want to repunch them. And anyways, let's get back to this. So this printable is from Mother, Me, and I. I'm just going to zoom in, and it is obviously the theme of Up. And so I decided to post my family birthdays here, and I really liked it. Again, sticker paper on the dot grid, and I think it came out really well. Now, if you do go to Mother, Me, and I, the printable, it's not like this because I used my Photoshop and I blanked out the letters that were here. It was just like an F for February, a J for June. And I just wanted the whole month. It's not to say I don't know how to count. It's not that I don't know the months of the year, but, you know, I'm very visual and I just like things plain and simple. I don't want to guess which J is that for January or June or July. So I just kind of made the months there. And I like this. I think it will help me remember. I also put the birthdays in my planner so I wouldn't forget anybody's birthday. On this page, I don't like to name drop, but yes, I am a teacher. I want to put my student birthdays here. Sometimes it's like really, I wouldn't even say embarrassing. It's just like, oh, shoot. When a kid's like, my birthday's tomorrow. And it's like, okay, oh no, I gotta remember. So I've decided to make a page for my student birthdays here. The undo list, again, is from Mom Envy, and what this is there are two rectangle boxes and a squiggly arrow. This is basically undoing bad, I don't want to say the word behavior, bad routines, okay? Or routines that I or yourself would have to re-practice and do a little better. So I can already tell you I already know what one of my undo lists is going to be. And my big problem is working out. Now, don't worry, my form of working out is like walking around. It's not CrossFit. It's not going to the gym. It's nothing extravagant, but moving around. And I have found since, you know, COVID had started, I did not move around. And then when I started teaching September 2020 to pretty much like March 2021, I said to myself, oh my gosh, like my clothes are feeling different. I'm feeling a little fluffy. So I started walking every day before work, and I feel so good, and I miss it when I don't walk, and I get 10,000 steps before coming home before 9 o'clock. And so, you know, it's such a good routine. So I think this is something I'm definitely going to have to figure out when work starts, when I have to actually go back to work and drive to work. So that is something there. I think another routine that I might get in the habit of forgetting to do would probably be like meal prepping. And so how can I do better at meal prepping? Another one is just kind of sorting out our cleaning chores. Instead of saving it for one day, how can we space it out throughout the week? So that's where this is from. I mean, you can do something else with it. Maybe it's like food. I don't know. Okay, this is fantastic. I have seen this infographic on Instagram. I've seen it on websites. And I said to myself, yes, you know what? I want this in my planner. So there are, sorry, I'm really bad. I had way too much sugar and I'm like feeling very dehydrated. Let me just grab a drink of water. Okay, I'm feeling better, feeling hydrated. No longer a mermaid out of water. So this is a list of things that I can't not control. I cannot control. And in the middle of that list is a circle. The things that I can control. Now, my circle, I decided to leave it halfway open because I feel like some of the things that I can't control, I can figure it out to control it. So this infographic, a lot of the points are from Instagram or Pinterest, where I saw this picture. And if you just Google it, I'm telling you, if you just type in this header, things I cannot control and things I can control, you will find it. So some of it I've taken, but some of it I have added. Okay. I've also added this little header so I can let them go, so I can let go of these things, so I can focus on these things more. So for example, some things that I can't control. Well, I can't control bad friends, right? Toxic people. I cannot control, for example, my boss, my principals I get, principals who just show up out of the blue and decide to rule the school. You know, I cannot control when somebody asks for my help. But what I can control is either saying no to that person because I feel like I've exhausted all the help I can give. I'm not talking about students, I'm talking about like adults. Or for example, you know, if someone asks for my help, how can I control it to work smarter but not harder? And so that I really like, because sometimes I think we forget. What can we do? Like why for example is this happening to me? Well, we can't control sometimes the outer layers of our life, but what we can control is how we react, right? And our reactions and actions, for example, and how we cope with those things. So I really like this reminder. So I'm continuing. This is pretty long-winded. I really like this infographic. You know, for example, something that I can't control, for example, is my eye color, right? But what I can control is buying colored contacts, right? So, I mean, there's loopholes. Anyways, I hope that one inspires you. I really like that one. I really, really did. And I used, let me see if I can find, I was using this marker a little bit. And this has a terrible bleed to it. It is definitely not paper friendly. I think I got this from Happy Scrappy, or I want to say Honeybee Shop. So then I started to use these little pens like so. Oh, not the brush one. Not the brush one. There we go. Like these. And let me just put this back so it's standing up. The brush one I find leaks or bleeds a lot. And then I sometimes just use a regular black fine pen to write with. And so that's what I did here. Okay, let's move on. The next one is spring cleaning from the Passion Planner. We like to keep our house really nice and neat and tidy all the time, but it's kind of just fun to have in the planner. Again, it is a freebie on passionplanner.com. You can check it out if you go there. The next one is health and wellness, a wellness check-in. Goals, favorite forms of movement. I thought this was fun. Again, I'm very minimal with like my health and moving, but again, I thought this was just really fun to print out, and who knows, I might change some things in my life. I don't know. I like to walk, I like to skip, I like dance, Zumba, if you will. So there you go. So that one is from Passion Planner. The next one is my ideal meal plan. Again, another printable from Passion Planner, and same here on this grocery list and Power Foods for Thought, all free. What I like about this ideal meal plan, because I don't like to restrict myself, like I love bread. Me and bread is so comfy together. Not all the time, but I really do like it. But sometimes it's like, okay, I can't eat peanut butter, crunchy peanut butter and bread all the time. So I think I would make my ideal meal plan for the week, and then I can grab some ideas. Like, for example, a big breakfast thing for me. I have just found the love of oats, but I like maple brown sugar oats with banana, right? There's that, and a little bit of granola. Totally not healthy, but it's delicious. One of my big dinner go-tos, I have discovered the love of a crock pot. I have been making pulled chicken taco meat with my crock pot, and so that's one of my faves. As for snacks and lunches, well, my snacks are, you know, pretty much anything, and a lunch, well, it could be leftovers, I don't know. So I kind of like this, but I'll sit one day and actually really think about it. The next printable is nourishing relationships, rest and relaxation practices, and more reflection questions. Now, this planner is very intense with the reflection questions in the front of the planner. There's an intense amount of writing and reflecting and all that stuff. So, I mean, little by little, this is something I can go to slowly. Okay, here we get to the little bit more of the fun part. Thank you for sticking with this video. This infographic, again, was inspired from Pinterest. Like, if you type cheer up buttercup bullet journaling, you will find this same infographic. However, I have added a few little things that bring me joy when I'm feeling sad, for example. And I'm starting on this page because I'm going to get to this after. For example, some things that will cheer me up is, yeah, takeout food. It does. It does. Not all the time, but it does. Walking around Michael's and going shopping, different sweets and treats. In the infographic, there are different images of like cozy, getting cozy. My big cozy is a really chunky sweater, and so that's how I feel. Some of them I would consider, like, I don't like to really look at old photos. I don't know, not all the time. I think then I just go down a rabbit hole of looking at old photos. So there's that. But one thing I do like, which was not in the infographic, is, yeah, I love scrolling through TikTok. There are so many creative people on TikTok who make me laugh. Not the dances. I mean, the dances are cool. You do you, boo-boo. But, like, the funny stuff on TikTok, oh, yes. That really does cheer me up. Another thing that cheers me up is watching thriller or scary movies or ghosts, like Paranormal Witness. That stuff, like, I wouldn't say cheers me up, but it definitely gets my mind off of whatever. So this led into this because I said to myself, well, yeah, I would definitely use this if I need cheering up, but sometimes I'm just royally pissed off. I'm so fed up, I'm done. And a lot of it kind of flows back and forth into each other. But I wanted to make this one for myself. So I said it out loud. I'm like, yeah, but like, what do I do when I'm royally pissed off? And I said, hey, that's a great, you know, thought bubble to start with. So when I'm really pissed off, well, I inhale calm blue air and I exhale red hot air. Now, a lot of these were inspired by a YouTube video, and some of them are, I could not believe what was in this video. I just couldn't. I just kept laughing. Like this one, forgive, but never forget. Let it go, pause, unclench your fist, loosen up, unwind, you know, unlock your jaw, just chill out. It's okay to feel angry. One thing that was not in the video was like different apps. I find these apps have helped me so much. My Life, Mind Shift, End Anxiety, and the last one, Headspace. I find those are awesome. Headspace is pricey. I mean, if you can get it for free, go for it. Put yourself in their shoes when you're royally pissed, right? Exercise and walk. Take things into context. Be rational about it, not approach it emotionally. Like, I feel like you should have blah, blah, blah. No, you take things rationally. I also find when we start sentences with like, oh, I feel like you could have blah, 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 then somebody always, 100% of the time in my experiences would say, well, that's how you feel, but this is da, 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 right? So I feel like when we say things like, oh, I feel like you could have been more nicer, well, no, that's like my feelings, right? So I feel like if we approached it to someone who was not making our lives easier, it might take it into context for them, if that makes sense. The next one, a few others in the video, writing it out. I'm terrible at writing out my feelings. I'm going to try and do that a little bit more if I ever feel royally pissed. This one was in the video. Do not medicate, obviously, for obvious reasons. Channel anger into something positive. That can be planning for us. It will come back to that. That was literally in the video and I couldn't stop laughing, but I added it here. Sit alone and power focus. So, I don't know. I hope that gave you some ideas. And I'm sure you could find this video on YouTube. I think it's, I think I literally wrote in the YouTube what to do when you're pissed off, and that came up. So, like I said, the bleed of the marker was really real. And so I just took a sticker printable and I put it here and I added some washi. I don't know what's up with the whales, but had to use it. Then here's some more dot grid, some floral washi with some unicorn washi. This is from the Honeybee Shop, What's Good Girlfriend. As you can see, the bleed is here as well, so just covered it up. Now I left these pages unmarked because, I don't know, I'm sure I'll be inspired by something else. Oh, by the way, I did lose a page because I forgot what I was sticking. It was probably this. I stuck it on, but it was so terrible how I stuck the page on. I had to rip it out of the book, so I am missing a page, but who cares? So I did save those pages for something. If you have any ideas that you can share with me, I would love that. And then I can try to commit to adding it to my planner. The next one is Books Are Magic. I find sometimes people recommend books or I'm watching TV and it's kind of nice to write it down. Don't get me wrong, I have a book planner in my mini chunkies, but this planner is my yearly planner for the whole year. So, for example, I was listening to The Talk as I was doing something, and I know Mina Suvari came on, and she was in American Beauty and so many other amazing movies. I think she's amazing. I really wish her and Christina Ricci would do another movie together. They're so spooky together. Anyway, so she wrote a book. It's called The Great Peace, so I definitely want to read that. There's another book called Bamboozle, which I should write here, and the actress is from Insecure. And I love books like that. I love books that are autobiographical. What did I just say? Autobiographical, and that are kind of humor and nonfiction. So, for example, if you are interested, here are some books that I hope you will check out and fall in love with. Amy Schumer's book, The Girl with the Lower Back Tattoo. My friends, if you are not into her humor, got it. If you are not into her vibe, got it. If you don't like Amy Schumer, okay, got it. But give her book a chance. You will fall in love with this human. She has gone through so much and it's amazing. She is amazing. Over the Top by Jonathan Van Ness. He is amazing as well. Same thing. If you're not into Queer Eye, if you're not into any of that stuff, if you're not into any of the personalities from Queer Eye for a Straight Guy, or I don't even know what the show is called, but it's like the phase 2 show of all the new guys. Same thing. You will fall in love with who Jonathan is. He has lived. Like, his book is so good. It's called Over the Top, a Raw Journey. The next one is Gabrielle Bernstein, Super Tractor. You know, anybody who likes manifesting and all that jazz knows about that. Ellen DeGeneres, seriously, I am kidding. Really nice, lighthearted read. If you got the audiobook, it's a delight because she reads to you, so it's sort of like a podcast. Next one, Dolly Parton, Songteller. Same thing. It was an audiobook. Love it. She talks about various songs that she has written and the stories behind them. They're so interesting. Like Jolene is a great story of Dolly Parton meeting a fan and falling in love with that name. And to remember her name, she just kept saying Jolene, 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 and then it turned into a song. All right. Next, great book, Michelle Buteau. Oh my gosh, Survival of the Thickest. So freaking good. So good. The next one is like Caitlyn Jenner and Lonely Love. I haven't finished those books, but they're there. I'm just curious. Andy Cohen Diaries is a good one too. And my goal for reading, I have a Goodreads where I post all my books that I have read. But one book which I read, I think last year, is this book. Oh my gosh, she is the star of Insecure, Issa Rae. I loved her audiobook so much. I went out and I bought her actual book. I have read this twice. I love this book so much. I am, you know, I'm West Indian, I'm Trinidadian, and Issa Rae's life, I don't know, I just felt like a connection to her, and it was so amazing to know, like, wait a second, I'm not the only one who has kind of gone through some of these life experiences. You know, I'm like South Asian Indian, but like, just her life, I feel like an awkward Indian girl. So this is a good book. Anyways, just name dropping. All right, so I hope that gives you an idea. By the way, this is also Passion Planner. This printable came out this summer, and I love how on their Instagram someone wrote, "This is amazing. I don't have to draw anything," and it is so true. Okay, sorry guys, let me keep rolling on quickly. Anxiety tracker. I had a printable here. I actually had a bunch of the printables next to me, but I put them away. It was from Printable for Planners. Totally messed it up. So I took a year in pixels, which is from Passion Planner, and I overlaid it. I put a key. This is my key if you are inspired, if you suffer from stress and anxiety. My number ones mean I'm okay, I'm feeling fine, but still check in with the apps. Number 2 is I'm a little anxious, so talk about it, like good self-talk and breathe. Number 3, I am going to cry, and my big thing about when I'm about to cry, I need to talk about it. I need to do the apps. I also need to kind of suck it up a little bit by going and figuring out what can I do to self-soothe. And then number 4 is I need a break. So if I am working, I will stay home. I will call in for a sick day. And number 5, I can't stand it, so I need to use all these tools above and probably check in with my therapist. So I think that's a good one. Next one is gratitude tracker. Again, it's more of a monthly gratitude tracker, and so kind of messed that up, but I'm just going to write 31 things that I'm grateful for. This is the year in pixels. I haven't picked out colors for my key, but I will, and I definitely want to stick with this. I'm going to start in September. And this will be my mood tracker. Here are some examples if you need some help with a key. I like to say some of these things. Happy, excited, okay, stress / anxious, angry, productive, wish I was a housewife, best day ever. So that's that. And I hope that inspires you if you do make a mood tracker pixel. This is the freebie period tracker. If you go in my bio or my Instagram, Hey Planner Girl Hey, you can get this printable for free. So that's basically it, my friends. At the back are just some pages from Law of Attraction, and there's one here, some of my planner goals. I should have written it out first, like, you know, different things.